Our legendary family, as promised, an Optimus Prime versus Fatalis video, but we are going to be using the Beast Hunter's Dragon Armor Optimus, or Dragon Gear Optimus, if you will here, versus a white Fatalis. So with that being said here, you already know what we do here, we get down to business. So the low end I pretty much got for this Optimus Prime is definitely Solar System, with the highest ends being Complex Multiversal. This is because this Optimus Prime is consistently able to, well, fight against stronger renditions of Megatron, whether it's his Sharkticon version or even his Unicron armor amped Megatron. It should scale drastically above the likes of Thunderwing. Thunderwing, who was meant to destroy the Matrix and powered by Dark Energon, a large cluster of it, mind you. Keep in mind, large clusters of Dark Energon here are able to corrupt all of Cybertron, which actually gets it to a Dwarf Star level feat here. However, the sheer fact that Optimus not only surpasses this, but actually gets stronger during the series here, could actually amplify the means of, well, solar system level of attack potency here. However, where we get into the complex multiversal is due to the Matrix scaling here. Now, you see, the Matrix of leadership is a singularity, basically meaning it's the same throughout all of the Transformers cosmologies, right? However, what Optimus did in the aligned continuity here was basically blast the Dark Spark out of his universal cluster to the point where it went to a higher dimension in the Beast Wars universe, which I actually found out that is where the Transcendent Technomorphs or the Trans-Techs were actually supposed to be here. Considering the sheer fact that Trans-Techs was actually supposed to be right after the likes of Beast Machines, meaning that the Beast Machines or the Beast Wars multiverse, actually has a higher dimensional or a higher dimension plane here. And then it went into the Beavis continuity. Now, I could easily get this to Hyperversal. I could. But the problem here is that Optimus does not do this consistently for me to give him that here. And so, the sheer fact that we are using, a bit of a composited aligned continuity Optimus here, at least minus his robots in the sky stuff here to kind of make it a bit fair, excuse me. Yeah, he's be able to amplify himself with the Matrix, which he did in Transformers the game. Still a go-to game, though. However, what Optimus actually gets here from the Predacon or the Beast Hunter's gear, or the deleted parts of Season 3, are the Hydro Cannons and the Dragon Shield and Dragon Sword here. You see, these guys would scale drastically above Shockwave's cannons, which are able to fire black holes. Yeah, I know, crazy, ain't it? Shockwave, Hyperflux cannon was made to fire black holes here. And obviously it would scale above Ultra Magnus's for the Solus Prime, who, well, he's actually able to use this at 50% here, which can destroy an entire planet in one hit. Then the sheer fact that Optimus also has the Star Saber, and apparently another blade as well here. The Dragon Blade was actually meant to just bypass Predacon armor, which again, would take black holes to damage. So, yeah, pretty crazy, right? However, Optimus is also equipped with the Cyclo Cannons here. These Cyclo Cannons emit enough pressure and enough cold force here to the sheer fact that they're able to snuff out Predacon fire, which is as hot as stars. Okay? So, yeah, Optimus is packing some heat here. Star Saber, the Dragon Blade, the Dragon Shield, which is meant to deflect Predacon fire. And keep in mind, it's sentient as well here. So it's basically having extra set of eyes on him. But without being said here, let's actually move on to his opponent, Fatalis. Now, White Fatalis I can actually get to Universal, and even, again, if you guys have watched my Electron versus Ghidorah, my Sapphire Diva versus Predaking, I could easily get these guys to complex multiversal here. And this is actually pretty consistent. By the way, I found this artwork of Sapphire Diva versus Primordial Malzeno and Ruiner Der Gigante. I actually love this. It's phenomenal here. But with that being said here, yeah, he would actually scale above these two. And if you guys want a full detailed battle about who will win between these two, yes, I do have a video about that. But needless to say here, they would scale above Malzeno, or, all the Black Dragons would scale above Malzeno, including, Fatalis' weakest form, which is the black form here. And Malzeno was able to fight against Geismagorm at his full strength, who can create an exploding and imploding black hole here, which actually gets around to large planetary, given the calcs here. Keep in mind, a lot of these monsters in Monster Hunter also have things like astral projection or astral manipulation, as they are able to utilize their souls in order to attack people. Elytron, a black dragon that Fatalis scales above here, is actually able to cut through the fabric of space and time with his wings, which is easily a fourth dimensional feat. Then you have the sheer fact that Elytron was also noted to be so powerful that the gods themselves even feared it. Now keep in mind, as I always say here, the dragon gods are the first 5. These dragons were able to fill an entire void of eternity. Keep in mind, this would be infinite in size here. And so, this means that these dragons created everything, including the concepts of the verse here. And so, Elytron is so powerful that these gods actually feared him. Insane, ain't it? Then there's Safi'jiiva. Now, again, depending on how well you look at it, I do think Elytron would beat Safi'jiiva in a fight. Because, again, Safi'jiiva was not at full strength and was actually gathering strength in order to actually fight against the likes of Elytron, beat him, absorb his energy, and then be able to fight Fatalis here. And the sheer fact that if it did fight Fatalis at its full strength here, or in its Black Dragon stage, mind you, it would have destroyed the entire planet. So again, you do have, your planetary scaling, but you can also likely get this to dwarf star level scaling, considering the sheer fact that there are a lot of things that will contribute to the Monster Hunter world here. But again, that is for another day. Now, the sheer fact that Black Fatalis also scales above Elytron and, Safi'jiiva here, and the sheer fact that Fatalis itself is also known to transcend space and time. Again, easily a 4 to possibly even a 5D feat. Then you have the sheer fact that Crimson Fatalis scales above that, and then White Fatalis scales above that as well here. Now, keep in mind, a large majority of Fatalis' attacks can actually one-shot the Elder Dragon level, and even Elder Dragons themselves, okay? Even the likes of Lao She Long, a very big and powerful, Elder Dragon, runs from Fatalis, meaning Fatalis actually just can kill this no problem. I know, crazy, ain't it here? And considering the sheer fact that Elder Dragons, do consistently have those large planetary to dwarf star level scalings, again, scaling to things like, Geismagorn's black hole and stuff here, and the sheer fact that some of these monsters would be stronger due to their ranking in the game as well here. So that means the difficulty they have is a lot higher. So, in all honesty, with that being said here, Fatalis should easily be in the complex multiversal margins, as he already surpasses 4th dimensional entities and gets into the 5-dimensional margin here. Then you have the sheer fact that Crimson is higher, and then White is easily higher here. And then we have the hacks and abilities. Now, everything Fatalis does is also known to erase someone from existence. His Fire Breath erases you from existence. His Lightning erases you from existence here. This man also is faster than light, as he will scale above the likes of Garuba Daora, and even above multiple light-based monsters, and then the sheer fact that he flew from the moon to Earth like it was nothing. I know, absolutely ridiculous, ain't it here? And if we added Zenith Fatalis as well here, it would just die and get stronger as well here. So, yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. The amount of things that this dragon has here. It's effectively immortal, as Fatalises are known to be able to regenerate, as there was actually a sword in the middle of a village here that actually had to be constantly chipped away at so that Fatalis would not regenerate from it. I know, it's insane here. And any hunter that also wears the Fatalis armor will eventually become Fatalis himself here. So with that being said here, yeah, let's actually talk about it. Who wins this battle more often than not? Optimus Prime versus White Fatalis, okay? Now, again, when it actually comes down to their physical stats here, I do think Fatalis, does have a bit of an edge over Optimus in this situation here. I mean, he's more consistent even at his lower ends than Optimus is here. Now, again, if I gave him his Robots in the Skies feats, where he has his Prime Amp, his Arrow Bolt or Power Surge mode, and then adding, the Star Saber, Dragon Blade, and, the the Cyclo cannons and stuff here, yeah, I would give it to Optimus here, like, I think even, like, 6 or 7 times out of 10, unless it's like Zenith Fatalis, who is just gonna resurrect himself over and over again until he surpasses that level here. But in all honesty, I think this is much closer here. You see, Optimus can effectively operate like a hunter. And so, well, he has the gadgets, gear, and, the power to be able to harm Fatalis here. I actually do think if Optimus plays it smart, he can actually get one up on Fatalis here and actively take him out here. Then we have the sheer fact that Fatalis' attacks are a lot more devastating, or a lot more, I guess you could say, conceptual than Optimus is here, because most of his attacks will erase somebody from existence, and well, that would include our poor Hunter, despite the sheer fact that it's actually pretty durable. As a matter of fact, this would actually make the Hunter a lot more durable as well, now that I think about it, because imagine being able to withstand fire breath or, lightning that is meant to erase you from existence. I'm swear that has to be insane, though. And then the sheer fact that while I do think White Fatalis could definitely beat Optimus, I don't think he's going to be able to beat Optimus if he uses the Matrix. You see, he could still pull off the Dark Spark feat. It's going to take a lot out of him, but he could definitely do it. It would definitely be like a last resort kind of move here. And again, I don't see it Optimus using it initially. However, I do think it would be smart for Optimus to not only utilize the Star Saber, the Dragon Blade, the Dragon's Shield and stuff like that, to be able to deflect a lot of Fatalis' attacks, here. And then utilizing the Matrix when Fatalis is likely at his tired or even at his weakest here, and then bam, take the W here. However, it is more often than not that Fatalis could also, get one up on Optimus Prime if Optimus gets too comfortable. If Optimus doesn't tire him out, then Fatalis is honestly going to take it here. But I'll let you guys actually decide this down below. I can give it to Optimus, and I can give it to Fatalis. So I'm a little 50-50 here. But hey, just comment down below, like and subscribe and share with your friends. This is Legendary Grimlock, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.